these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
They'll give it to him again. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the option. Speeding down the left side.
He knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have the answers. They're going to find some.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense. And I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morris. They didn't get a push at all on that one. There'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered away from them.
As Tommy mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. He'll run it again. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
What a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They wanted to set up third and long situations. Now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Finds a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Owens. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Pulls it in. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Reed fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. On the option. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Doing it himself again. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Got his man. Nice move to keep running. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
It's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust, that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The Tide will have to call their first timeout after using it early when 2 left for them to spend. Austin Mack got his man out of the backfield. He's got room. Really nice pickup there as they hung it out to the 34 with a first down.
That's why as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to It's Mack. Quickly complete. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip.
Kill it! Bob 28 Cruz. Bob 28 Cruz. But hard.
Mack. Oh, they're after him. Being checked. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Ready. 3, 22, go.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to punch it in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They'll go play action with Mack. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big 4th down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Running inside. It's Owens. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
We're halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. Throwing Reed. Looking left. Got his man downfield. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown Aggies. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he'll just take the knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tied, ready to roll on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They go play action with Russell. Throws to the tight end. He's got all by himself. Took it down to the 31. Alabama quickly back to the line. Russell. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I mean, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, it's Hill. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
The defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10.
Kill. Stack.
Quarterback may change this route.
Here we go.
Throwing Mack. Makes the grab on the back. Made the grab and then lost himself and then put points on the board. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw the ball off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits it in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Finds a tight end. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Reed gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they will. That's why they got the first down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Reed. They're working that left side. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Using his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. going in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And guys, that one's just on the quarterback. You have to know where the play clock is and get the snap off in time. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
Kill. 214 close. 214 close.
Austin Mack. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Might be calling a hot route. From the gun on third down, it's Mack. Makes the catch.
There's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive there. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for a touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now we got a nice lead, built a little bit of lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrow. Makes it past the marker. Wide open spaces. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Mack. Showing the arm strength to the left. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position. The fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive. Not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Kill it.
The offense changing the play.
139 Albatross. Move.
in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Good. Here we go.
Run inside. It's Owens. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 2.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some jump yards. This defense, they knew about him, and now they're finding out about him.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's Reed to throw. Complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part, probably the hardest too, getting him on the ground.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on third down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Escapes the pressure going right. Oh, he just held it. Poor man, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to take that football away when you're going to run through all tackles and people around you dive and make sure you got that thing locked up. He did. Defense took advantage of it.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They want nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Right after the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Quarterback will keep it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the stick.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Unloads quickly. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Mack to throw for it on 4th. Complete and looking for Mack for the first down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they'll take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, though.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking for an open area to his left. He'll pull it down and run. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming in. Well done.
They'll snap it from the 36. They got a first down. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Surge ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Texas A&M going quickly.
After that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry, that defense has to be ready.
Right on the money. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Here's the handoff. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They feed him again, and they get him down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but I get the feeling, too, if they are going to fall back in this one, they need him to bring one on, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions really need to cash in on this drive. On the gun, on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Immediately fires to the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Throwing Reed. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep. This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between tackles, they'll do it outside, but there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game, and I think that was an example that you saw right there.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get on the field on 3rd down. Now here's Reed. Bringing the heat. Zings it complete to the right. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Throws to the back. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Just going to keep it after the snap. Brought down, but not before he pulled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 45 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks. And just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football.
Running inside, it's Owens. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. Defense swarming on that loose ball. Going to be a turnover.
I mean, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the defense.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. On the option. Runs through the tackle. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've reached the end of the third. Time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Here we go. Let's go. But hot.
Throwing Mack. Snags it and is open. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10.
Try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be trying to get behind the defense. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 30. He's at the 20. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're putting your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad their stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. Looking for the end zone. With unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming up and just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. He's got his man. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Gotta get to him. Gotta ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
This defense better not blank. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Austin Mack. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
My goodness, he unloads on that one. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Texas A&M offense
like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got a little grass. Got some room here.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And they tacked on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his turning it on. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through the directions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive choice.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Trying to pick up a first down. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll run and they want to take their time here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Trying to impose their will with the run. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read, read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 43. Motion from the back. On the move, it's Hill. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them back up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Reed. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now, here's second and long.
Ready. Wide 80. Wide 80.
Running inside, it's Owens. A 5-yard pickup there leads to a third down and 5.
I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to